So that professionalism talk is the final boss of texturism. There is a natural hair lie I want to address today. It's about the natural hair hierarchy, and I'm just gonna say it. The natural hair movement has a favorite child, and it might not be you. Yes, we are starting there, straight to the point. I'm serious about this because the natural hair community spent years throwing away the relaxers, burning the flat irons, and saying, love your texture. But the moment a girl with 4C hair walks into the room with a literal afro, like no gel, no definition, just vibes, people look at her like she's mid-process, like she forgot to finish her hair. Picture this. You are in your bathroom surrounded by 3 types of gels. A spray bottle, basically, a brush that you are frankly using it like a weapon. You spend hours trying to get your hair or that 4C hair to behave in a certain manner. 4 hours trying to make your hair look like it had a pattern that it simply doesn't have. 4 hours trying to make your hair look like it had a pattern that it simply doesn't have. People are still fighting with their DNA. I call it the Goldilocks effect. Brats and the algorithm want you to be natural, yes, but only the Goldilocks natural. It has to be type 3. It has to be loose, bouncy curl that hits the shoulders. If it doesn't have a pattern, the community treats it like it's a problem that needs to be solved with, a $40 worth of flaxseed gel. I've been watching itskateswan lately, and she said something that hits me so hard. She's calling out the natural hair self-hate. She talked about the exhaustion of the definition obsession. We've traded the creamy crack for definition obsession. If your hair isn't clumping into perfect little spirals, we call it frizzy or even unruly. There is this idea that if your coils aren't defined by a $25 jar of custard, then they aren't done. It's a cycle. You see CurlyNikki talking about this too. The psychological toll of constantly trying to make your hair do something it wasn't designed to do. I saw a tutorial the other day titled How to Make Your 4C Hair Look Like 3C. Why? Why are we still trying to look like someone else? We literally just moved the finish line of the beauty standard instead of actually crossing it. And the algorithm feeds the monster. You look at the big naturals on YouTube, most of them have that highly sought after texture, and they get the brand deals, they get the hair goals comments. Then you have a type 4 creator who shows her real shrinkage, which by the way is a sign of health, and the comments are like, how do you get it to lay down? Or try this product for more stretch. Because if natural only looks good when it looks type 3, then we aren't actually free yet. We have this unspoken rule in the community. It's the Goldilocks zone. Your hair is allowed to be natural, but it's only goal worthy if it's curly, but not too kinky. Voluminous, but not too frizzy. If you have type 3 hair, you are the face of the brand deals. You are the wash and go queen. But if you have type 4 hair, the 4B, the 4C, the hair that defies gravity and shrinks 80% the moment it sees a raindrop, you are told, to tame it in quotes. We've turned natural into a performance. We are out here slicking our edges into another dimension just to look neat. Since when did our hair in its purest, fluffiest state become messy? I do feel like it's low-key insulting. It's basically saying, I like your hair, but only when you manipulate it to look longer and looser. We've been conditioned to hate our shrinkage because we equate length with worth. But shrinkage is literally the superpower of type 4 hair. It's gravity defying, it's architectural. And don't even get me started on the algorithm. You scroll through TikTok or Reels, and who gets the most satisfying hair routine views? It's almost always the girls with the length and the loose texture. When a Fossey creator posts, the comments are always, what product did you use to get that definition? And the subtext is, how do I make my hair look less like mine and more like yours? We've turned our heritage into a science experiment. We are mixing our potions and wearing silk bonnets like, our lives depends on it, all to achieve a look that was never meant for our hair type. These should be protective, but that doesn't mean we should mimic, other types of hair just by manipulating our own hair and making it more vulnerable. But it seems like we are scared of it. We are scared of the fro, we are scared of the frizz. We've been told that neatness means flat. So we slick our edges into oblivion. I saw a girl say her edges were screaming for help because she's so afraid of looking unprofessional with a little bit of frizz. Because she was so afraid of looking unprofessional. I feel like that professionalism talk is the final boss of texturism. It's the internal voice telling us that our raw and diluted texture is for the house and the slick back is for the world. We have to dismantle that. We have to stop apologizing for the way our hair grows out of our scalps. Literally, your hair being alive. We have to stop viewing the Afro as a transition style and start viewing it as the final destination. I am tired of the 15-step wash day. I'm tired of the slick bun being the only professional option. The hierarchy only exists if we keep trying to climb it. The hierarchy only exists if we keep trying to climb it. What happens if we just sit down? What happens if we decide that the frizz is the point, that the volume is the prize? So what's the move? Do we just stop buying the gel? I think it's a mental audit. Follow people who actually, look like you, who have your hair type. Stop watching how to get type 3 curls if you have a Fossey crown. We have to stop masking because the more we show up with unfinished hair, in quotes, the more we realize it was never unfinished to begin with because it was, just beautiful hair. And I love the fact that it's not unfinished, it's just here. I want to know where you guys stand. Have you felt the natural hair hierarchy? Are you tired of the perfect curl standard? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below because we are done performing. At the end of the day, your hair isn't a trend and it's definitely not a hierarchy. It's your crown and it doesn't need to clamp or bounce to be worthy of respect. I want to know, have you felt this? Have you felt like you are performing your natural hair? Drop a comment. Let's talk about the self-hate we've been hiding. Let's get real. Because we didn't quit the relaxer to become slaves to a new standard. We quit to be us. Love your natural hair. All you need is the confidence to wear it. See you on my next session of Crowned Conversations. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for watching today's episode. See you on my next session of Crowned Conversations.